Morning, everybody. I hope everyone is well and had a nice bank holiday weekend. Stayed safe, but made the most of the fact that everybody's probably at home. Nice to see everyone again. I've got a lovely little selection of books to go through today. The first book this morning is especially for my lovely friend Claire. I'm going to give her a little bit of a plug as well. So it's Claire McInnes. She runs Beautiful Things in Ingrave and does lots of amazing crafty stuff. And at the moment, she's running some really cool free sessions for kids, as well as some of her other regular things, but she's doing them online. So if you are crafty or you've got even slightly an inkling that way, but don't know where to start, please go and check out Beautiful Things. Claire's fantastic. So she asked me to read this story, and then, bless her, she did a very safe doorstop drop for me because I didn't have a copy anymore. I think that Claire bought this from the bookshop, I don't know, probably 6 years ago, not that long after we'd opened. Um, and you'll see why once you see it. It's called Clara Button and the Wedding Day Surprise. It's written by Amy Delahaye and it's illustrated by Emily Sutton. It's absolutely glorious. It's just the most beautiful book in the world, really. So, I hope you're ready. I shall give you time to pore over the pictures as well in between because it's so lovely. It was the school holidays, and Clara Button was busy doing what she liked to do best. She was making clothes and hats for her toy animals. It was not easy to design a coat that would fit a giraffe. Her older brother, Ollie, was also doing what he liked best, inventing. Scattered around him were pieces of old clocks, tubes, springs, and even old taps. While they were upstairs, the postman walked up the garden path with some letters. Later that morning, Mum said, "We've all been invited to a very special wedding. There will be a procession and a feast and dancing." "Oh, what shall I wear?" Clara asked her mum excitedly. "You can choose one of your best dresses. Ollie, you will need to wear your school trousers because they are the smartest ones you have." Ollie grumbled to himself and continued to work on his own invention. Clara was not sure that she would ever get married, but it was fun to imagine all sorts of dreamy wedding. Beautiful. Clara went upstairs to plan her outfit. She tried on the most unusual combinations, but nothing seemed quite right. Eventually, she chose a blue dress decorated with little purple flowers around the neck. The next day was Saturday, and Mum took Clara and Ollie to a market. Clara wanted to find something special to wear with her dress for the wedding. She asked Mum if they could go to the haberdashery. Are you ready? Absolutely beautiful. Look at all of the ribbons and bobbins, fabric. Oh, heaven. Ratios, hoardings, assorted artifacts, anthropological curiosities from around the world. Meanwhile, Ollie had found a stall that looked fascinating. "Wow, where did you get all this brilliant stuff from?" he asked. "I've collected these fine specimens from countries across the world," the man said proudly from behind his stall. Stall full of cool things. Later, Clara asked Ollie what he had bought. "I can't show you, it's top secret," he announced as he clutched his bag close to his body. The evening before the wedding, Clara was putting the finishing touches to her outfit. She decorated her shoes with the sparkly jewels and sequins she bought at the haberdashery. They looked splendid, but what else could she do? Perhaps she could make her hair more colourful. In fact, the purple food dye Mum used to ice the cakes would match her dress perfectly. She tiptoed down the stairs to the kitchen. Very carefully, Clara rubbed the dye into her hair. "Oh no!" she exclaimed, as she looked down and saw big purple stains on her dress. Her hands were stained purple too. I've had many an accident like that. That night, Clara had a horrid dream. She was in the church at the wedding, but she didn't feel quite right. There she is at the front. Can you see her? I think she looks great. When Clara woke up, she had a brainwave. She turned the stains on her dress into flower patterns using her felt-tip pens. Feeling a little nervous, she went downstairs. Oh, what a pretty dress, said Mum. Then she looked a bit closer. I got dye on it, said Clara, but then I made the splodges into flowers. Mum began to get cross, but then she smiled. As usual, Clara had turned a disaster into something fantastic. Taking Clara's hands, she transformed the purple marks into beautiful patterns. Finally, Mum and Clara were ready to leave. Ollie appeared and they both gasped. His school trousers might be rather boring, but the musical confetti-throwing drum-banging machine he had invented certainly was not. They arrived at the wedding in a taxi. The groom was on horseback. He was wearing magnificent clothes and jewels, and so was the horse. The wedding was very different from how Clara had imagined it. It was a Hindu wedding, and it was wonderfully colourful. Clara grinned. She looked just right at the wedding. Everyone loved Ollie's invention, and he and Clara joined in the wedding procession. And, to Clara's astonishment, the bride's hands were painted like that. Beautiful. Makes me want to go and colour things in now. Okay, next one. Are you ready? This is a really old book. And again, I think it's one from my teaching days. I've had it a very, very long time. So it's written and illustrated by the wonderful John Birmingham, called Oi, Get Off Our Train. It was published by Red Fox back in the day. But again, I'll try to do the pictures justice and show them to you. They're so lovely. You aren't still playing with that train, are you? Get into bed immediately. You know you have to be up early for school tomorrow. Here is your pyjama case dog. I found it under a cushion in the sitting room. Now settle down and go to sleep. We're ready to go now. Don't make too much noise with the shovel. If there's time, we can have a picnic. It looks as if it's going to be foggy ahead. If it is, we can play ghosts. Oi! Get off our train! Please let me come with you on your train. Someone is coming to cut off my tusks, and soon there will be none of us left. It's going to be a very hot day. If it is, we must find somewhere for a swim. Oi! Get off our train! Please let me come with you on your train. If I stay in the sea, I won't have enough to eat because people are making the water very dirty and they're catching too many fish. And soon there will be none of us left. I think there's going to be a strong wind. If there is, we can all fly kites. Oi! our train. Please let me come with you on your train. I live in the marshes and they are draining the water out of them. I can't live on dry land, and soon there will be none of us left. It looks as if it's going to rain soon. If it does, we can all muck about with umbrellas. Oi! Get off our train! Please let me come with you on your train. They are cutting down the forest where I live, and soon there will be none of us left. I think there's enough snow now. If there is, we can throw snowballs. Oi! Get off our train! Please let me ride on your train. I live in the frozen north, and somebody wants my fur to make a coat out of, and soon there will be none of us left. If it does not stop snowing soon, we are going to get stuck. We must go back now. I have to get to school in the morning. You must get up immediately or you will be late for school. There are lots of animals in the house. There's an elephant in the hall, a seal in the bath, a crane in the washing, a tiger on the stairs, and a polar bear by the fridge. Is it anything to do with you? Hey, another one, a very silly one this time. That one was quite serious. This one is very, very silly. And it is by Michelle Robinson, who, in my opinion, is the queen of comedy in picture books. She's absolutely fantastic. And it's illustrated by Tom Knight. Published by Scholastic. It is called The Day the Banana Went Bad. And it's shiny as well. Shiny books are always good. Are you ready? One banana, two banana, three banana, four. Dumped inside the reject bin. Inside a superstore. Bad bananas peeling, feeling hurt and hopping mad. You dare call me a reject? I'll soon show you who's bad. Banana goes bananas. He runs riot in the store. He rallies all his dustbin friends. What are you waiting for? Swinging from a sign, he cries, we won't stay here where we should. So what if we're all wonky? Different isn't bad. It's good. His fruity friends agree with him. Life's rubbish in the bin. Banana grabs a trolley shouting, everyone jump in. We're at our best just as we are. Be proud of all your bruises. They rip off all their stickers, each fruit doing as it chooses. Banana's trolley soon fills up with quirky-looking chums, a slightly sour satsuma, and an unripe pack of plums. Odd oranges, old apples, mushy pears, and grapes galore all flock to join Banana as he stomps around the store. Lock up all your lemons and beware your orange juice. The rotten fruit's revolting. Bad bananas on the loose. They're heading for the exit, but we haven't paid. They think we're worthless anyway. They'd chuck us if we stayed. Bad banana freezes. We're on camera, cries a grape. Stop right there, a voice says. Will this scupper dare escape? Beware, the next bit's rude. Do you know what the bad banana did? He showed them all his bottom. Close your eyes if you're a kid. So if you see a trolley where it's not supposed to be, it's from the day the fruit went bad, but now they're good and free, living their best lives on some delightful sandy shore, Bad Banana and his friends, a long way from the store. I told you she was funny. Okay, next one. How many have I got left? 3 left. This is called Httie Peck, and it is written and illustrated by Emma Levy, and it's published by Willow Tree Publishing. It is. This is Hettie. She's a very cute hen. I thought it was quite apt for this time of year because it starts off with lots and lots and lots and lots of eggs. Httie Peck had only ever laid one egg, and it had never hatched. Poor Hettie. She simply loved eggs. They were all she thought about and all she dreamed about. Eggs, eggs, eggs. No egg was too big. No egg was too small. Httie Peck loved them all. All she wanted was an egg of her own. All the thinking and dreaming about eggs made Httie Peck very sad. But then she had a thought. If she couldn't lay an egg, she'd find one. In fact, she'd find lots. She plucked herself up and decided to venture way beyond her coop, to embark on a journey in search of all the abandoned eggs. Httie would rescue them and hatch every last one. So off she went in search of the eggs. Plucking and puffing, she rode for days on end across stormy seas. Httie battled weather like you've never seen. She dived the deepest depths of vast oceans. If there was just one forgotten egg she could save, she would find it. Httie Peck trekked through villages and clambered over rooftops, gently guiding precious little eggs down the gutters so as not to crack them. Think, plop. Httie Peck soared over gigantic cities. The mere thought of heights made Httie shudder, but she would do anything in search of her treasured eggs. She hauled her plump little body up mountains, towering far above the clouds, and trudged through gloomy, dark caves deep down below the ground. She battled blazing fires, blustery winds, pouring rain, and heavy snow, all to find eggs, eggs, eggs. And find them she did. Httie Peck decided it was time to return with her colossal clutch to her coop. What a tremendous task, Httie thought. And there you can see all of the eggs she's found. A pyramid of eggs. As she was sitting on them, not as she was sitting on them. What a tremendous task, Httie thought, as was sitting on them. But Httie Peck didn't mind. She was happy. There she is. Days and even weeks went by until finally, crack, scratch, tap, the hatching had begun. And when it was done, look, Httie Peck made the perfect little mum. All of the animals that she hatched. No, I love it. Next one. Remember, if there are particular stories that you would like me to read, as long as I've got them here or at the bookshop, then I can read them to you. Not a problem at all. Okay, the next book is called Cinnamon. It's written by Neil Gaiman, yes, Neil Gaiman, and illustrated by Divya Srinivasan, and it's published by Bloomsbury. It is absolutely gorgeous. Cinnamon is a princess, but she's a little bit different from others. Cinnamon was a princess a long time ago in a small hot country where everything was very old. I'll move a bit so that you can see the book better. You don't need to see me. Her eyes were pearls, which gave her great beauty, but meant she was blind. Her world was the colour of pearls, pale white and pink, and softly glowing. Cinnamon did not talk. Her father and her mother, the Raja and the Rani, offered a room in the palace, a field of stunted mango trees, a portrait of the Rani's aunt executed on hardwood in enamels, and a green parrot to any person who could get Cinnamon to talk. The mountains ringed the country on one side, the jungle on the other, and few and far came the people to try to teach Cinnamon to speak. But come they did, and they stayed in the room in the palace and cultivated the field of mango trees, and fed the parrot, and admired the portrait of the Rani's aunt, who was quite a celebrated beauty in her day, although she was now old and crabbed and pinched with age and disappointment. And eventually they went away, frustrated and cursing the silent little girl. One day a tiger came to the palace. He was huge and fierce, a nightmare in black and orange, and he moved like a god through the world, which is how tigers move. The people were afraid. There's nothing to be frightened of, said the Raja. Very few tigers are man-eaters. But I am, the tiger said. The people were much amazed that the tiger could speak, although it did nothing whatsoever to quell their fear. You might be lying, said the Raja. I might be, said the tiger, but I'm not. Now, I'm here to teach the girl cub to talk. The Raja consulted with the Rani, and despite the urgings of the Rani's aunt, he was of the opinion that the tiger should be driven out from the city with brooms and sharp sticks. The tiger was shown to the room in the palace, and given the enamel painting, and the deeds to the mango field, and he would also have been given the parrot, had it not squawked and flown to the rafters, where it stayed and refused to come down. Don't blame it. Cinnamon was shown into the tiger's room. There was a young lady from Riga, squawked a parrot from high in the rafters, who went for a ride on a tiger. They came back from the ride with a lady inside and a smile on the face of the tiger. Although, in the interest of historical and literary accuracy, I'm obliged to point out here that the parrot actually quoted another poem, much older and a little longer, but ultimately a similar message. There, said the Rani's aunt, even the bird knows. Leave me with the girl, said the tiger. And reluctantly, the Raja and Rani, and the Rani's aunt and the palace staff left the beast with Cinnamon. She pushed her fingers into its fur and felt its hot breath on her face. The tiger put Cinnamon's hands into his. Pain, said the tiger, and he extended one needle-sharp claw into Cinnamon's hand. It pierced her soft brown skin, and a bead of bright blood welled up. Cinnamon whimpered. Fear, said the tiger, and he began to roar, starting so quietly you could scarcely hear it, working his way up to a purr, and then a quiet roar, like a distant volcano, then to a roar so loud that the palace walls shook. Cinnamon trembled. Love, said the tiger, and with his rough red tongue he licked the blood from Cinnamon's hand and licked her soft brown face. Love, whispered Cinnamon, in a voice wild and dark from disuse, and the tiger opened his mouth and grinned like a hungry god, which is how tigers grin. The moon was full that night. It was bright morning when the child and the tiger walked out of the room together. Cymbals crashed and bright birds sang, and Cinnamon and the tiger walked towards the Rani and the Raja, who sat at one end of the throne room, being fanned with palm fronds by an elderly retainers. The Rani's aunt sat in a corner of the room drinking tea disapprovingly. Can she talk yet? asked the Rani. Why don't you ask her? Growled the tiger. Can you talk? The Rajah asked Cinnamon. The girl nodded. Ha! cackled the Rani's aunt. She can no more talk than she can lick her own backbone. Hush, said the Rajah to the Rani's aunt. I can talk, said Cinnamon. I think I always could. Then why didn't you? asked her mother. She's not talking now, muttered the Rani's aunt, wagging one stick-like finger. That tiger is throwing his voice. Can no one get that woman to stop talking? asked the Rajah of the room. Easier to stop 'em than start 'em, said the tiger, and he dealt with the matter. And Cinnamon said, Why not? Because I had nothing to say. And now? asked her father. And now the tiger has told me of the jungle, of the chattering of the monkeys, and the smell of the dawn, and the taste of the moonlight, and the noise a Lake Fork flamingos make when it takes to the air. And what I have to say is this. I am going with the tiger. You cannot do this thing, said the Rajah. I forbid it. It is difficult, said Cinnamon, to forbid a tiger anything it wants. And the Rajah and the Rani, after giving the matter a little consideration, agreed this was so. And besides, said the Rani, she'll certainly be happier there. But what about the room in the palace, and the mango grove, and the parrot, and the picture of the Rani's late aunt? asked the Rajah, who felt there was a place for practicality in the world. Give them to the people, said the tiger. And so an announcement was made to the people of the city that they were now the proud owners of a parrot, a portrait, and a mango grove, and that the Princess Cinnamon could speak, but would be leaving them for a while to further her education. A crowd gathered in the town square, and soon the door of the palace opened, and the tiger and the child came out. The tiger walked slowly through the crowd with a little girl on his back, holding tightly to his fur, and soon they were both swallowed by the jungle, which is how a tiger leaves. So, in the end, nobody was eaten, save only the Rani's elderly aunt, who was gradually replaced in the popular mind by a portrait of her, which hung in the town square, and was thus forever beautiful and young. What do you think of that one? I love that one. Okay, read one more. I read a story from this book last week, I think, Aesop's Fables, retold by Ellie Willard and illustrated by Martha Altes. It was published by Macmillan. They're so beautiful, I thought I would read you one more before I go. This is The Hare and the Tortoise, which you probably know already, but this is a great version of it. There they are. Hares can run swiftly, they're nimble and fast, while tortoises trudge and they tend to come last. So hares are the heroes. But is that correct? The winner's not always the one you expect. Of all the creatures who ran to and fro, some were quite fast, others were slow. But the zippiest, nippiest creature by far, as fast as an arrow, as fast as a car, was the quick-footed, slick-footed little brown hare. First he was here, and then he was there. Friends, called the hare as he jogged by one day, who wants to race me? Hey, what do you say? Not me, said the moose. I've got too much to do. No way, said the beaver. I'm hard at work too. Forget it, the bear and the badger both said, while the squeaky young squirrel just shook her red head. So it seemed as if no one was willing to try, till placidly plodding a tortoise came by. Ahem, said the tortoise. Perhaps I can win. I'm up for a challenge, so yes, count me in. You? Laughed the hare. Just forget it, my dear. You're walking so slow that you'll take the whole year. And the bear and the beaver and badger all chortled. The moose seemed amused, and the squirrel just snortled. But still, said the tortoise, I'd like to take part. So they both limbered up, and they went to the start. Then a fox shouted, Friends, on your marks, don't be slow. Get ready. Get steady. Now 1, 2, 3, go! And the hare hurtled off at top speed up the hill, while the tortoise was close to the starting line still. But plod, plod, she steadily trod. Plod, 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 plod. Now there was the hare as he whooshed past the ridge, whizzing down to town and crossing the bridge. And he bowed to the crowds with a hop and a skip, while the tortoise fell down with a splosh and a slip. But plod, plod, she steadily trod, plod, 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 plod. Now there was the hare as he zoomed through the trees, where the wolves called out, "Wow, you're as fast as the breeze!" And he leapt through the leaves while the birds cried, "Good luck!" While the tortoise got tangled and mangled and stuck. But plod, plod, she steadily trod, plod, plod, plod. And there was the hare as he darted on by, thinking, "This is a doddle as easy as pie. I'm so super quick, there's no way I can lose. I'll stop in this field for a nice little snooze." And his eyes slowly shut, but while he was nodding, still that old tortoise went placidly plodding. She watched as the sky all around her turned black, while the stars like bright sequins shone down on her back. And plod, plod, she steadily trod, plod, plod, plod. Now the animals waiting to see the race end muttered, "What's going on? Where's our swift-footed friend? Maybe we missed him. Maybe we got here too late." But the bear yelled, "What's that over there by the gate?" "Good gracious, good heavens," Porcupine said. "I think that's the tortoise who's coming ahead." The hare had now woken, and here he came bounding, a blur of brown fur, with his feet quickly pounding. The tortoise inched forward, she gave a low grunt, with seconds to spare across the finish line in front. "Yes!" cried the tortoise. "I've made it! I've won it! Nobody thought I'd succeed, but I've done it!" "That's not fair!" screeched the hare. "I run faster than you!" But all of the animals jeered and yelled, "Boo!" "Here," said the tortoise, "I don't mean to boast, but sometimes us slow ones accomplish the most." Then back to her home she steadily trod, plod, 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 plod. Good old tortoise. It was lovely to see you all. I hope you enjoyed today's stories. They're up on YouTube a little bit later, and I think we've got, what day are we on? Tuesdays. I think there's 2 more chapters of Alice in Wonderland going up on YouTube too, and then I'm starting Peter Pan and Wendy. The first chapter will be up on Thursday. But if you've got anything that you would really like me to read, then let me know. Enjoy the rest of your day. Stay safe, everybody, and I look forward to seeing you all again soon. I know this bit takes me forever. I'm really bad at